Okay, it's Sunday morning, and this is our part 2 of our Love Valley trip. Saturday, we went to the breast cancer ride, and it was a great ride. A lot of people in town. If you watch that video, you'll see how many horses were in town. And this is Sunday. This video is on Sunday, and it's kind of a video of the campground and our ride into town in the town of Love Valley. Now the campground, JCR Family Campground, great people, very nice facility, well maintained. I don't think they have service for, big rigs of, if you're needing 50 amp or more. I don't think they have that big of a service here. You can talk to them, I'm not sure. But where we were at is just a standard household plug going in there, so it's not like it was a heavy duty service going in. Once again, the barn was very nice and neat and clean. Like I said, there's water very available to all of the stalls and that sort of thing. So we really liked that. We camped up close to the barn so we could be a little bit closer to our horses. They have a lot of campsites here at this place. I feel like they might be a little bit tight if you're putting two trailers in side by side. I'm used to having a little bit more room, but then again, we do a lot of primitive camping, so we're kind of spread out when we go. But on a scale of 1 to 5, I give it a 3.5 stars. I would probably give it 4.5 stars or so if it wasn't for the fact that the bathhouse is down the hill a ways from the campground. That's the only drawback that I see of this place. I really liked it. And we have our ride into town coming up, and y'all can check that out. And this is my opinion. This isn't everybody's opinion, and this is just some things that I noticed that on the way you'll see that I comment on. But overall, we enjoyed our trip of the valley, and it was a lot of fun. So y'all just check this video out, and remember, hit that like and subscribe button. This is Cowboy Greg, Single Oak Farm. Y'all just hang on. Okay, this is the JCR Family Campground. This is where we stayed when we came up for the breast cancer ride here at the valley. And that's the barn in the distance, and here are some of the campsites located closest to the barn. Now, where this truck is, and you'll notice a small post, there's actually room for another camper there, which would lead me to think that the campsites would be a little bit tight if it was really full. Also, I didn't see a big hookup, like I didn't see a 50 amp hookup or anything. This is the inside of the barn. This is, the barn was very nice. I really liked the barn. They have turnouts along this wall. The stalls are fairly roomy. They have corral panels in the center. We put our horses in the center just thinking they'd have a little bit better ventilation. It got a little bit warm. The stalls on the right have Dutch doors going outside, but no turnout. The stalls here on the left have a turnout. That's a box I had built for hay. Not sure I'm real crazy about that, but anyway, very nice stalls, very nice barn. Water located just about in between every other stall. They have a hose, so it's easy to water your horses and that sort of thing. The corral panels were very, they were just fine. We like putting our horses in the corral panels. This is the bathhouse for the JCR Family Campground. Now, it's down the hill from the main camp. You'd either want to ride your horses or drive down to this. The white PVC pipe is a dump station for your RV, horse trailer, black water and gray water. This is going into the men's restroom. It was nice to have a bathhouse. It's old. It could have used maybe a little bit of a cleaning on our trip that we were here. Like I says, it was, but it is a bathhouse and it is a horse camp. I have seen worse. And with that being said, it was nice that they had one, so they did offer this. But anyway, like I said, it was the campground. I cannot say enough. The people are very nice at the campground and very friendly. Okay, now this is our ride going into town. This is leaving. We left out of the campground, and it's a short ride to town. This is just a sign of the Lazy A campground. I don't know if it's in operation or not. It would be something to look into. Didn't see anybody camping there while we were on our ride. And this is coming up on the main trail going into town, or the main road going into town. You'll make a left here. Yeah, it's just the old Love Valley sound. Makes a nice picture. This is where Andy Barker's hardware store used to be. And like I said, back in the day, you could get anything you wanted from there, I guarantee you. In my opinion, it could use some cleaning up around here. It could use some TLC. It's starting to show its age. And, you know, this is private property, so the town doesn't own this, so they don't have a lot of say-so in this. But it would be nice if that was cleaned up a little bit, since you go right into town past it. And I understand people are running a business and that sort of thing. This is just a sign of one of the campgrounds that are up here. And this goes back towards another rodeo arena and campground. Like I said, that looks a little bit rough. Looks a little dangerous if a horse gets out of the way, you know, gets away from you or something. And like I said, this is shows some camping up this way. We didn't go all the way up that way. I don't know anything about these particular campsites here. And this is, they have camping down this way. I think this is called Love Valley Campground. We didn't ride real far down in here because it, you know, did have a sign saying private property, and we were not camping there, so we just stayed out. But it looks very nice, very well kept up. I'm sure you can find out information on the Love Valley website. I said it had private property, so we just kind of stayed out. But very well maintained looking. And this is continuing up the road from the hardware store heading into town. Sidekick Jackie. And there's, like I said, you know, some of these places could use a little TLC. You know, with people coming into town, it's, you know, the first impression they get is what they see coming up through here. And I've heard people say that they were a little disappointed in the way it looked coming into town. Now, that's a very well kept place, very nice looking place up there. This is a general store, kind of. We did not go inside this. It was open on Saturday, but it was not open on Sunday. And Stella was not crazy about that metal cutout horse. Cowboy wasn't that crazy about it either. They had some cool looking art there. The flag doesn't bother her at all. And they evidently have cold beer and ice. I guess she felt kind of silly once we got up close to it. There's another well-kept place. Now, this is another bar. It's a fairly new bar since the last time I was up there. And it's more of a private club. You're supposed to have a membership to go in, or have a member sign you in if you want to go in there. Past a family and their horses coming out of town. And this is, there's another campsite up this way. This is Trailbusters Campground. They have a nice barn facility, and camping there is really close to town, within walking distance of town. Like I said, it's nice to see a family out riding together. Now, as you ride into town, you'll pass the town rules. You can stop and read the rules if you'd like. Okay, as we continue our ride into town, there on the left, that was the blacksmith shop. It says it has cabin rentals. I'm not 100% sure if the blacksmith shop is still open. This to the left is also the parking lot for the town. If you were to drive up and just want to walk into town and see what's there, that's where you would park. Now here on the right side, that's very well kept. And I don't know if this is part of Miss Kitty's, where you could stall your horses and put them in paddocks. Not 100% sure. But this is like Miss Kitty's, and this is where you can rent a room there. This used to also be, back in the day, was Joe Ponder's leather shop. And Joe Ponder was a local strongman. He's in the Guinness Book of World Record, Ripley's Believe It or Not, for having the world's strongest teeth. Look him up. It's very interesting. And I assume with an ATM machine in there, that's Love Valley Bank and Trust. I'm just sort of joking, but there is an ATM machine in there. Now, this is entering under the sign, and this is the main drag of the town. First building you come to your left, that's where Andy Barker and his family used to live. And they have moonshine gifts and ice cream here on your right. That's Shelby's place on the left. And Shelby's place was open. This was Sunday, and they were open, but they were the only business up in that area that I believe was open that day. One of the workers from Shelby I saw was out picking up some trash from the day before, I guess, or the night before. And all these buildings are basically empty. There's nothing that I know of is going on in any of them right now. There was the general store, but it wasn't open all weekend when we were up there. And the Silver Spur, which is at the end of the road behind me, isn't open anymore either. And like I said, this is Moonshine Gifts and Ice Cream. Sidekick said it was a very lovely little store. So if you get a chance and they're open, check them out. Now, this is inside Shelbys Bar. I just thought I'd give a quick little tour. It's decorated up for Halloween. It seemed like a very nice, seemed like a very nice bar. During the day, you can come in here and kids are welcome. You could bring them in. They can have a soft drink. Go back here to the back and shoot a game of pool. And then they have a small dance floor and a place for a DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. This is kind of the pool shooting area. They have a foosball table. Like I said, decorated up for Halloween. Halloween's a big weekend up here at the Valley Farm, big party weekend. But anyway, it was nice to see Shelby's place is just about always open, which is nice because sometimes, like this was Sunday, the only place open in town. All right, well, we finished up our tour of Love Valley. Like I said, it was a Sunday morning. There wasn't a lot going on. Shelby's place was the only place open. And like I said, the people in there running the bar at the time were very friendly. And the whole weekend was a very nice weekend. Very nice people, very friendly people that we met. The trails are rocky. I'm not going to lie to you. They got some rocky, rutted out trails. And if you're coming up here, that, be prepared that some of the ones you get on may be rough and rocky. I don't know about all the trails up here. We were not on all the trails. So this is just speaking for what we rode on. And I enjoyed it. It was a good weekend. It was a lot of fun. They had draft horse pool that Saturday. That was a lot of fun. So in my opinion, if y'all get a chance, look for an organized ride. Like the breast cancer ride, I would suggest that one all the time. It was really a nice ride. And, go to the website, the Town of Love Valley. Check their website out if you need some information. And feel free to call, if you look up some of the campgrounds and talk to those people before you come. Maybe you can get a local to take you on a nice ride, a good guided ride and that kind of thing. But all in all, the Valley, do they have their problems? Yes, it has a bad reputation. It's got a tough reputation, and they're trying to get over that reputation. Our weekend here, did we see a bunch of crazy party stuff going on? No, we did not. I mean, Saturday night looked like a fairly calm evening at town, and even at the campground we stayed at the JCR Family Campground. Kids were out in the parking lot playing, having a good time. And everybody just hanging at their trailers and enjoying a beautiful evening. So was the breast cancer ride a crazy party weekend? No, it wasn't at all. It was a nice, enjoyable weekend. I would guess maybe Easter weekend, Halloween weekend, some of the bigger weekends, they may get kind of crazy. But if you want to see the town when it's full of people, come up on an event weekend, chili cook-off, Halloween, or Easter. Like I says, they get pretty busy, and you'll have, like I said, as far as the town goes, the only places open in town are going to be Shelby's, the Moonshine Gifts and Ice Cream, and the general store. Those are the only three places actually in town that are open right now. This is October of 2001. And there's just not a lot happening in town right now, but hopefully that'll change, because the Valley is an iconic place. The valley deserves to be saved. I mean, it's kind of almost a historical place. You know, Andy Barker had a dream, and it would be nice if people can keep this dream together. I think everybody's going to have to come together and find some good middle ground that you know, we get to, you know, we get to people up here that maybe they don't want to party all night, but they still want to come up and have a good time, and it would be nice to make sure those people feel welcomed. Anyway, you know, we enjoyed our weekend. Sidekick and I had a good time. So y'all just remember, hit that like and subscribe button, and check us out at Single Oak Farms on YouTube. This is Cowboy Gray from Trinity reminding y'all, do something nice for somebody, and y'all be good to one another. Y'all take care. Bye.